What do you want?
You're listening to the DBM production empire. Packed with content, millions of downloads, taking the world by force. Join the empire today at dbmpe.com.
Groovy.
What do you see out there, Lord Commander?
I see stupid. Stupid beyond the wall.
What are the... Do you see... Are we being overrun by stupidlings?
Yes, I see them right now.
What are they doing?
Oh, they're complaining about the Earth being flat.
What's... The Earth?
Yeah, it's like Westeros, but different.
Oh. What else are they doing?
Some of them appear to be walking on fire.
What?
And then burning themselves.
Well, yeah.
Strange.
Huh.
Oh. And there appear to be people knocking at the door and running away.
But why would they do that?
I believe the youth refer to it as a ding-dong ditch.
Well, they know you have to climb all the way down the wall just to check the door.
Yeah, I know, it's a big process.
Oh, that's terrible.
Yeah, I'm probably going to sue them for it.
You should. Because the night is dark and full of stupid.
What happened to the music?
We got a cease and desist order.
From who?
From Vox and HBO. I think George R. R. Martin sent me a picture of him flipping us off.
That's pretty rude of him.
I thought so.
All
We're just
right.
going to have to use our own music.
Yeah, that's fine.
No, we can use our music.
Oh, I thought, like, they wouldn't let us use anything.
No, they don't have control over our music. We could use our music.
But I want to sing.
Well, then you can sing along with it.
All right.
What's going on, Empire? This is Stupid Talking Stupid on the DBM Production Empire. I am Patrick.
And I'm Bear. We were the stupid, so you don't have to. We had a lot of fun with that intro.
We had a lot of fun with the intro.
Mainly because we're always getting yelled at by... So the DVM Production Empire is owned and operated by David Vox Mullen.
Oh, is that what that stands for?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know.
Well, I just want to make people make sure that we're not saying that Fox was talking
it's Vox.
about. Yeah. So anytime we're insulting someone
It's going to be
for
him.
copyright, it's him.
The Emperor. Anyway, we got a lot of fun stuff this week.
Ooh, we got some good old stuff. We're going to jump right in.
Good old stuff. Jumping on in.
All right, so now,
Jumping on in music.
do you think
Do I think?
that the Earth is round or flat?
I'm going to say it's round
Okay.
because that's what I was taught
Mm-hmm.
in school.
Mm-hmm.
And I've flown a lot of places.
Okay.
And at no time have I heard of they're like, oh my God, there's no more land there's no more water or land underneath us. What happened?
Mm.
I've heard people that go on cruises
Yep.
and at no turn that they're like, okay, we're going to make a left soon because if we don't, we're going over.
Well, what about the Bermuda Triangle?
Bermuda Triangle is located in the middle of something. Like, there's stuff on the other side of it.
Or is there?
There is.
I mean, you bring up a fair point. But have you ever met someone in person that is a just staunch defender of the flat Earth theory?
No.
Okay.
But we're going to call them flatists.
Flattist. So this flattist, not to be confused with flautist.
Yeah, flatists, they all know that the Earth is round.
There was a flattist that drove someone to the point of anger that, okay, we're just going to, this gentleman is a 56-year-old man from Brockville. This happened in Brockville, Ontario.
Of course it did.
So, those super polite Canadians
Right.
just getting into debates over a flat Earth. This 56-year-old man, he brought his son and his son's girlfriend out. And they had a little campfire going.
They were camping.
It's called a campfire. I don't know if they were camping or if it was just like a bonfire they're having, and it's just easier to call it a campfire.
Okay.
But this gentleman was so pissed off that the woman refused to acknowledge that the Earth is round.
Now, this is the son's girlfriend?
Yes.
Sounds like he's dating a dummy, but go ahead.
She was so set in her ways that the Earth is flat, and it was pissing him off. I'm sure he was drinking.
Of
Hanging
course.
out by a campfire.
You're probably drinking.
You're probably drinking. He got so mad he threw a propane tank into the fire.
Okay.
That's his conflict resolution.
Sure. Blowing everybody up.
I disagree with you. I'm going to murder us all.
That's the sound of disagreement.
And you know what? It would put a small dent in this very round Earth.
Very round Earth.
Yeah, this gentleman, that he ran away.
Ah!
He became so enraged, he began throwing objects into the campfire. So he escalated to the propane cylinder. So you start off like, I'm angry. I'm going to throw my cup in there.
Right.
Well, I'm still angry. I'm going to throw my chair in there.
He didn't throw her in there.
Well, I mean, he figured, why not get everyone at the same time?
Oh, yeah. Thanks for taking us out here to this campfire.
Oh, it's no problem. I just thought it'd be nice to meet you.
Oh, yeah. I think your son is the best. I think, he's great. I was just thinking that it's so weird to meet somebody because, there's so many people here in this big flat Earth of ours. It's so difficult to find somebody special.
Hold on a second. What did you just say?
I was talking about how there's so many people in this world that finding someone special is a very difficult thing.
What kind of Earth did you say, though?
Big.
Right, but you said big...
Flat.
Yeah, flat.
Yeah.
You think the Earth is flat?
I am under the impression, yes.
Who gave you that idea?
I gave it to myself because I've heard this round theory, quote unquote. I'm gonna make the air quotes for that round theory that the Earth is round, and I just don't believe it. I want to say that it was it's propaganda put forth by the Nazis and the Salvation Army. You okay over there?
No!
You look like you're upset.
There is scientific proof
Right.
of the round Earth.
But how do you know?
Because they got pictures from in space.
Yeah, I could show you a picture of an alien. I don't know if it's real. It's something that the movies came up with. I mean, next thing you're going to tell me that someone really went to the moon.
They did go to the moon.
And what shape was that moon?
Round.
So says the pictures. You get my point? I think it's flat as a pancake. What are you okay there? It seems like steam's coming out of your ears.
I want to burn you.
You want to burn me? Okay. I mean, I'm Canadian, so I'm super polite. I just don't think that's...
Well, I'm Canadian too, but I'm getting really upset here.
I know. Well, I just think maybe if you just came over to my way of thinking about the flat Earth, maybe you'd feel better, because I think that's a round way of thinking. If you start to get hostile about it, then that means that you got problems. Have you ever been all the way around the world?
I've flown. Okay. I went over to Europe.
You went to Europe, but did you go past Europe?
No, I didn't need to.
I know it's a good thing because that's where it ends.
But other people do. Other people go past all the time.
Who are these people?
The Chinese.
Oh, the Chinese.
They come over to California.
They eat their food with the weird sticks. You want to listen to them? That's fine. I don't know. The Chinese. Okay.
Young lady.
Where's Brad? He went to the bathroom a while ago.
This is probably the first time he's ever heard you open your mouth.
We talk about the flat Earth all the time. It's normally when we're doing other stuff, and maybe he's just not paying attention to me.
Well, that's my boy.
Throws the canister. Boom.
Well, I mean, you gotta go sometime.
I guess so, but that's insane. That's insane. What would you do? What would you do?
If I had someone that was just aggressively defending the flat Earth, I would ask them for proof. Because there's so much proof of it being around, and even though it's not completely round, it's like kind of like a little off. It's not a perfect circle, is what I'm saying.
Okay.
But
it's still round.
Right, but I'm saying like it's round. There's proof of it.
What do you mean it's not a perfect circle? I mean,
because it's like I forget when I found it, but it's not like if you draw a perfect circle, it is not that. It's like let's see, an oblate spheroid.
Sure. Okay. Well, that's why he should have just said that to her.
I'm pretty sure she wouldn't understand those words.
Oh, that's true. She thinks the world's flat.
How old can you be and still get away with thinking that kind of a stupid thing? 4
at most. I'd still tell a toddler he's stupid.
When do you start pre-K? 3. Okay, so you get.
Well, when is the world is round discussion? I mean,
I don't know, but I mean,
in probably their first science class. By the way, this is where we live. Here's a photo. It's not flat.
It's the world.
It's the world.
And it's round like a basketball. Well, my basketball is flat.
Wow. That's because you're poor, Johnny. And your dad doesn't have a job. This is a small town.
Okay.
This is a class in a small town. It's because your dad drinks.
That's why he's not the principal anymore. That's why you can't afford to get you new pants.
Or fair into basketball.
If he put half as much effort into raising you kids as he did to drinking on the job.
Man, poor Johnny.
But yeah, flat Earth and all.
Just ask the question.
Speaking of demotivational things, are you familiar with Tony Robbins?
He's a guy with teeth bigger than his face.
Mm-hmm. But he's still got a big face.
Yeah, and he's a motivational speaker.
What do you think he's most known for? Like, just being a motivational
Wasn't
speaker?
He Shallow Hal?
Yeah, he wasn't Shallow Hal. But like, what's his thing? Is his like, is it business or is it positive life message? Because I'm not too familiar. I've never been to one of his seminars.
I'm not. I don't think the world is flat, so I haven't been to one of his seminars either.
Well, you know what's good on a flat Earth?
What?
Running over some coals.
Yeah, is this the burning feet?
Yeah, this is part of his motivational technique.
Thing. I have never understood this. Granted, it's an aspect of fear, like fear of, like I don't know, say like, what's the word I'm looking for?
Stupid.
No, well, yeah, it's stupid, but getting over your fears.
Yeah.
Getting over your anxieties.
Conquering them.
Conquering your fears. But I never understood what burning your feet had to do with.
I mean, I've never been to a Tony Robbins seminar, so I'd imagine it's about 4 hours.
He sounds like he should be opening like a show at the Sands before like Dean Martin. Ladies and gentlemen, Tony Robbins. When the shark. Anyway, go ahead.
I imagine it's just 4 hours of him saying, "Hey, you can do it.
You can do it."
And then goes to the next person.
If you can,
hey, you can do it.
If you can dream it, you can achieve it. I always thought about being one of those things. I thought of
a charlatan.
Yes, but then I realized that I would be very wealthy, but I could not have mirrors in my house.
Oh yeah.
Because I would not be able to look at myself.
What's that Steve Martin movie where he's the?
Oh, the leap of faith.
Yeah.
But he's a minister.
Right.
Well, this is like more like Tom Cruise in Magnolia. Never seen it. Oh, he's like a.
Is it like Top Gun? 'Cause I've seen Top Gun.
Yeah, it's just like that. No,
okay.
He's like teaching men how to put women in their place.
Oh.
You know.
Okay.
and saying like you can get her.
This must be an older movie.
Yeah, no. But it's just like you can get this woman to like you by negative reinforcement, and all
okay.
that bullshit. Like there's people out there that do these dating workshops.
Oh yeah.
Like come out here and learn how to talk to women or whatever, and it's just crap.
Yeah, but it's
$400.
It's profitable.
$400 a person for a weekend, like a day in a Saturday at a Holiday Inn, in a conference room.
In the Rose Room.
In the Rose Room. And then it's a book. It's a book on tape. It's a motivational calendar. It's a
PowerPoint presentation.
It's all these things that these people can buy. Look at The Secret. You ever read The Secret?
No, I have not.
Just wanting something. If you want it, it'll come to you.
Is that like the book version of a vision board?
That's where vision board, I think, came from.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. So our vision boards were a thing like
a couple years ago.
Well, yeah, a couple years ago, but a while ago too.
But The Secret was a big thing. Like, if you want it, I remember because we all got together one night, and I was like, "They're like, what are you doing?" They're like, "We're gonna watch The Secret on DVD," and because a friend of mine was really into it, and we met where she works.
Yeah. And
apparently she left it. She was a bartender. She left it behind the bar.
Yeah.
And then we got all the way back to her house, and I'm like, "Where's the DVD?" Because I was just gonna watch it to mock the shit out of it.
Right.
And she goes, I left it at work. I go, "Oh, but maybe if you just want it, like really, really bad, it'll show up."
I guess we didn't want to watch it hard enough.
Right. That drives me nuts. But yeah, that's rough, dude.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of these things, but I mean, like the movie Yes Man, that was like a whole thing about motivational speaking and.
Well, yeah, I think a lot of it's just teaching people, telling people what to do, and then they're like, yeah.
Yeah, he has a.
Thank you, Tony Robbins.
Unleash Your Power Within is what it's called.
Don't be a dipshit. That'd be the name of my book.
7,000 people were at this event.
Okay.
Right. And they have a coal walking exercise where they quote,
"Who allows them to set
turn
this up?
fear into power."
Okay. I always go back to the episode of The Office where Michael they went to the beach and he set up the coals and Dwight got caught in the middle of it and it was terrible.
Yeah, I mean
give me the promotion.
They're actual coals, like it's real fire. They had to get a couple permits. I want to find out where they have. They had local permits there's a permit for flammable and combustible liquids, and a permit for open burning / recreational fires.
Next, number 43.
Yeah, I'm here to get a couple permits.
Okay. What is these permits for?
I want to set up I don't know, I guess you call it like a sidewalk of coals in the middle of a parking lot of a Ramada Inn.
Oh, okay. Well, you're going to need your flammable liquids permit. That's right here.
Oh, naturally.
You're going to need your combustible briquettes permit. That's right here. You're going to have to fill out 2 of those. Will you be having dumbasses walk across it? Is that the
it's 100%. Like
ooh, okay.
these idiots. They paid $2,000 and we're going to make them do this.
Oh, okay. Well, you got to have a permit to wrangle dumbasses. So here's your dumbass wrangling permit.
Okay.
That is going to cost you. That's a $500 permit.
No, that's fine.
Yeah, because that's right off. These idiots. How many idiots?
7,000. We could fit 7,000 in this building.
Oh man.
I know.
Okay, well we get you all set up to go burn people's feet. What do you tell? What's the line? What are you telling them?
We tell them, you're gonna love this. You're gonna turn your fear into power.
Ooh, that's a good one. We had a fella come here, and he did ice, and they were to take their feet off and their shoes off, and they walked across the ice.
Yeah.
But they had to dip their feet in water.
Ooh.
Before they went on.
So it could stick.
And then it said, "Get unstuck in your ways."
Oh, that's clever.
That was clever, and there was a lot of trips to the emergency room.
Well,
but we
bet.
don't worry about that.
No, you don't need a permit to go to the emergency room.
No, you used to.
Yeah.
You used to, but too many people were not paying their bills because they were dying.
Yeah.
So we just gave up on that. We just gave up on that. Now you try to go fishing.
I wouldn't even dream of it.
Thank you.
Do you know how much work that is?
All right. Well, here's your permit. Stamp. You can go ahead.
Thanks.
Have fun burning the people.
Oh, I hope to. This was in Dallas.
Of course.
30 people. So 30 of 7,000. They're like, oh, it's less than 1%. That's negligible. Like, oh, it's still 30 people burned the shit out of their feet. Some of them had to go to the hospital.
You think with 7,000 people, there'd be quite the line.
Yeah.
Was it like, did it stop in the middle? Is that what it...
It's like, hold on, Beth fell over.
It's backing up, guys. Guys, it's backing up.
God
Get
damn
the
it, Beth.
Get the hooks.
This is why I said let me go first.
You will never beat your fear that way.
Ugh. I guess now she's going to have to beat her fear with a scarred face.
You too get it. You need to take my other book. It's called Beat Your Fear with a Scarred Face. 1995. Here's this and your complimentary bottle of salve.
And a Phantom of the Opera mask.
Just put that on because nobody wants to look at that. Thanks.
So the people that were participating were actually upset that there were emergency response vehicles there distracting them. So when there's people already burned and on the sidelines, they're sitting now with their feet up, blisters, burned. They are burned victims. And there are ambulance and fire trucks there with the lights on. And the people that were there were complaining that it was interrupting their power unleashing.
Jeffrey, open up. Jeffrey?
I don't want to.
Jeffrey, open up.
I don't want to.
You better open this door.
What do you want?
I know it's your private time, but you are my lawyer. I need you to draft a memo. I am going to sue the crap out of these burn victims.
Oh. Okay, well, what'd they do?
They got in the way of my enlightenment. You know I was at the Tony Robbins, right? Remember I told you about that? I told you about going and unleashing the ferocity that's in yourself. Remember I sent you that book?
Yep.
Did you ever read that book?
I didn't.
You need to read that book so you can unleash the ferocity that's in yourself. Anyway, nonetheless, I'm there. I'm, going through the steps, going through my program, and these little Marys over here we got third-degree burns on our feet. Just distracting the heck out of my my emotional awakening.
Well, I mean, third-degree burns, that sounds kind of serious.
Seriously, it annoyed me is what it's serious.
Oh, okay. Well,
I need you to. I'm going to set it up with Judge. I want to go in and I want to take them for everything they got.
Well, I mean, it sounds like they don't really have much if they're going to the same seminar as you.
That is untrue. I am a wealthy individual.
You haven't paid me in 14 years.
That is not true. And if I gave you that book, and if you look at chapter 3 called "You Ain't Gonna Get Paid," you would have understood why I haven't paid you. If I pay you, then that's all that's doing is giving up a piece of myself unto you, and it tells you not to do that.
Listen, I didn't wipe. Can we finish this up later? I got to get back in there.
Fine.
All right.
Take this book. Finish up. Read it.
Oh, I will. I'm totally going to.
No, chapter 3, because I'm not paying you.
Man, Tony Robbins.
Did Tony Robbins have anything to say?
He didn't, but people there were very vocal.
Very vocal.
Let's see. Yeah, this guy that was there, Steve Boyd of Memphis. So he drove from Memphis to Dallas for this event. He said he saw one woman on the back of a man afterward and assumed she was one of those burned. So people are getting piggyback rides because they're burned and they have nowhere to go. And people are still like,
look at them over there. They're never going to learn how to take care of themselves if you keep helping them.
So, let's see. Who's his spokesperson?
Learn to walk on your hands.
Jennifer Connelly. She is the spokeswoman for Robin's operation.
No. Is she just not getting any work after A Beautiful Mind in Labyrinth?
She thanked emergency personnel for their quick and robust response, but said they weren't needed because the company always staffs its events with medical personnel.
Yeah, because idiots are burning their feet.
You have 30
Why
burn
is
victims.
Jennifer Connelly not acting anymore? Why is she working for Tony Robbins?
Probably because she started believing in herself.
Oh, okay.
She said 7,000 attendees successfully participated in a firewalk, which has been a celebrated part of this event for 35 years. You know, and she said, while the goal is to have no guests,
not get burnt.
to have no guests with any discomfort afterwards, it's not uncommon to have fewer than 1% of participants experience, quote, hot spots, which is similar to a sunburn.
You just walked on fire.
Yeah, you walked on fire, and you're like, it's like sunburn. Quit being a bitch. We do this all the time. Yeah, you got people getting burned all the time.
Thanks for coming. Thanks. Here's your complimentary aloe plant. Thanks for coming.
Yeah. Just grow it by yourself.
Grow it by yourself, and when it's ready, you get to take care of that hot spot.
Yeah, in 4 years, your feet will be ready to be treated, even though they have already charred and have gone.
Right.
But the remains, they will be so refreshed.
No, do not take that smell as a thing that you need to eat, because that is your foot. That's your feet. There is no barbecue around here.
Sure smells good though. This guy,
Gross.
this one guy, Bo Luxman.
Oh, shut up.
So he's
shut your mouth, Bo Luxman.
Guess how many times he's been at the Unleash the Power event?
How many?
6 times.
Hey,
This is his 6th time, and he's still just going to seminars.
Hey, how you doing?
Oh, I'm doing great. How are you?
This your first time here?
Yeah, I'm so
I
excited.
gotta tell you what. Hi, I'm Bo Luxman. You like Cadillacs?
I do.
I sell Cadillacs. Bo Luxman Cadillac.
Okay.
Unleash
okay.
your inner Cadillac.
Yeah, I work for an ad agency.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I just.
I may need you. I may need you around. So you're gonna walk on the fire, huh?
Oh, I'm kind of scared.
Yeah, you don't be scared. This is my sixth time doing this.
Oh shit!
I am this close to unleashing. I'm talking this close. You can see my fingers; they're almost touching.
Oh no, they look like they're about to touch.
That's how close I am to unleashing.
Wow.
That's right.
This has really been worth it for you.
It has. Some people do 10 times. Some people do it 15 times. But I think this one is going to be the charm. And I got to tell you, I hope it is, because I have burnt the shit out of my feet.
It's like walking on stubs.
It's like walking on stubs. And I can tell them, no, I will not, until I've unleashed everything. I will not finish.
It's like a spinning thing of Euro meat. You just cut the burn part off and rotate it till it gets burned again. But Bo Luxman, he was one of the guys that was complaining. He said, it's just been an amazing, outstanding experience every time. But
this time,
all of a sudden, you had these ambulances showing up, sirens blaring, lights blaring, and we still got people trying to walk. It was really distracting, and if anything, that added to the problems in terms of whatever injuries there were.
Get up, you babies.
Yeah.
Whoa, I got burned feet. Duh. Never unleashed that way.
He's like, keep in mind, there were 7,000 people there. This is blown out of proportion. I'm like, 30 people were burned! You had people actually go to the... Like, some people, to be fair, some people were just quickly treated on scene, and they were fine. They were able to walk home.
Right.
But 5 people had to go to the hospital.
5 babies. They'll never unleash their awakening that way. That's for damn sure.
Unleash the premiums on your insurance.
That's right.
Oh, man. How is... Like, I feel like that's one of those things where, because it's always been done that way, and because it's, like, kind of a ridiculous thing, it's just accepted. But if you had 70 people at, like, a minor league baseball game that, I don't know, got part of the roof dropped on them, so they were kind of
Right.
injured, but they weren't killed.
Right.
It would still be a big
It
fucking
would be a
issue.
Big deal. Just because they're like,
It's like, well, 30 people got hurt. Yeah, but out of 7,000.
like so many people were okay.
I mean, if this were a small choir, yeah, we'd lose the tenors.
6,970 people had a good time.
Mm-hmm. I feel like you guys are just blowing this out of
Get a
proportion.
couple 30 baby waters.
Just like those like a little pack of those little 4 ounces of water.
Baby water? No, baby whiner.
Oh, I thought
Stop being such a baby whiner.
I thought you were like just the little bottles of water to pour in their feet. Like, here, quit being such a baby. Here's your baby water.
Here's your baby water, baby whiner. It's Dallas, so you gotta get the baby waters.
Man, speaking of whiners,
Oh,
I have quite possibly the stupidest whiner there is.
man.
Have you ever ding-dong ditched?
No.
Never.
No.
In your entire life, you have never rung a doorbell, knocked on the door, whatever, and bolted.
No.
Not in an apartment,
No.
not in, like, your buddy's
You got-
work.
You remember the neighborhood I grew up in, right? With the big-ass yards?
Oh, yeah.
You know how hard it would have been to ding-dong ditch somebody?
Well, you don't have to do it in your own neighborhood.
Well,
You could have
that's
done it at
where
your
we
friend's
hung out.
house.
That's where we hung out. I've never ding-dong ditched anybody, I don't think. That I can remember.
I mean, it'd be really easy to do to you now.
Sure.
So everyone would be like, you get the door. No, you get the door.
I'm done
Who's
here.
at the door?
Right here, shit.
But yeah, there's a guy in Shorewood, Illinois.
Oh my god, that's like so close.
So close, right? He has filed a lawsuit against not only his neighbors, sued a 14-year-old as well as their parents because of ding-dong ditching.
This is like emotional agony.
Well, he's got quite a bit, all right?
It's-
He,
when you think that there's someone at the door and no one's there, it could drive you crazy.
this is
It
what
could drive you crazy.
well, this is what the lawsuit has listed as the things that he has suffered through, right?
Oh my god, emotional distress.
So we have actions were willful and intentionally aimed at harassing, right?
Night terrors.
So he suffered severe emotional distress, severe anxiety, sleeplessness, extreme and rapid weight loss, and he required treatment. Required treatment medication in order to function in his daily living. He also somehow lost more than $30,000 in income from this whole thing. From ding-dong ditching.
Okay, Bob, we're so happy that you made it to treatment. You know, coming to treatment is first step. Can you tell us what you've been enduring?
Well, it's really hard to talk about.
No, this is a safe place, Bob. You can do it.
I know. It's just I don't know how to say this.
Okay, well, let's just start at the beginning, and then we'll work our way up.
All right. So I was at home,
Okay.
and there was this noise.
Oh my God, are you a victim of a robbery? Did somebody do something to you? Did somebody
Somehow
assault you?
it was worse than that.
Oh my God, worse than that.
Yes.
Have you lost a loved one from a robbery? Like somebody came in and tied them up and shot them in front of your very eyes?
It was pretty much just like that.
Oh my God, it sounds terrible.
So I was sitting at. It is terrible.
I'm sorry to interrupt. I'm just trying to get a handle on what's wrong.
So I was sitting at home,
Okay.
minding my own business,
Mhm.
right, not bothering anyone,
Okay.
and my doorbell rang.
Okay. And you opened it up.
So I get to the door, and like I had stuff on my lap, so I had to take it off, and
Okay.
I had to walk there. It took me a while.
Okay.
I got there. I looked out the peephole.
And there was somebody with a weapon.
No, I couldn't see.
Oh. They were holding their hand over it.
No, there was a bug that was kind of smushed
Oh,
on it.
Okay.
So I opened my door.
This bug was a friend of yours,
No,
and it passed away. No, okay.
no, it's actually
I strive to be a really good psychiatrist, so I'm just trying to get it before you have to say it, but you go ahead.
I appreciate it. You seem like I
working
already feel better.
You should.
Just finally talking about this with someone.
But yeah, finish it up.
So I opened the door.
Terrible.
Right. I just open it.
Okay, like you do when someone comes to your door.
Yeah. Except when I opened it, there was no one there.
Okay. And then they were behind you with a knife.
Nope.
And then they swung in from the top of the ceiling.
Nope.
Like Earl Flint. No.
Nope.
And you noticed that your baby was missing.
Nope. I don't even have a kid.
Okay. So there was just nobody there.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's happened multiple times.
Like, how many times?
Multiple.
Wow. And you said you gained and lost weight because of this?
Rapid.
You lost sleep
Rapid.
because of this?
I couldn't sleep. Just thinking about who was there. Who could have possibly rung my doorbell?
And why? How did this cost you $30,000?
Listen, who am I to understand how much grief costs? Okay? I just know that I've been suffering ever since this happened.
Okay.
And I need restitution.
You need restitution. All right.
Yeah,
well,
I'm severely emotionally distressed from this.
No, it sounds like it. It sounds like you
I have crippling anxiety now.
Oh no.
I can't even sleep. I mean,
oh no.
the amount of medication I have to take now to deal with this, it's. I feel like I just came back from war with my PTSD. Oh my god. Oh my god.
That's probably just my secretary.
Oh my god. Don't
worry about it.
But what if no one's there?
Okay, well, I'm going to open the door.
But what if no one's there?
If no one's there, then I'm going to fire my secretary. Okay, I'm opening the door. Hi. Yes, Allison?
Oh my god, someone's there.
Okay, no problem. Yeah, someone was there, man.
It's hard for me because I have flashbacks every day.
And you found out who did this to you?
It's the neighbor's kid.
The neighbor's kid, and so you want to...
I'm going to sue the fuck out of him and his parents.
How old is this child?
He's 14.
He's 14. Well...
So he should know better.
He should. He should know better.
But he's been deliberately harassing me.
Yeah,
because
I could see that.
Because his father and I are both real estate agents together.
Oh. So this is your business partner?
No. You're
both real estate agents.
We're both real estate agents.
So you believe that this is a rivalry of sorts?
Well, we work at the same company.
So you work together?
Not direct, like not every day. Like we don't have desks next to each other.
Okay.
But we work. We both work for State Farm.
Okay.
So clearly, his son has an agenda out for me to ruin my career so his dad can advance.
Do you ever think that maybe he's just a 14-year-old and did he know you lived there?
Of course he knew. Everyone knows I lived there. I maintain a very well kept yard, which he could have been running through this whole time.
Oh.
Could you imagine the footprints that would be on my grass?
I could imagine that there'd be footprints, yes, but I think you might be overreacting.
Oh, no. Look, have you ever had someone ring your doorbell and then not be there when you open the door?
This has happened to me.
Yeah, how many times?
Well, I live in an apartment condo complex, so, I mean, the kids are rambunctious, so maybe 2 or 3 times a year it happens.
Oh, my God. And you just let it happen?
Yeah, well, I'm a man, so I don't, sue children. Here's what I'm going to do.
He rang my doorbell.
I get that. Here's what I'm
Not
going to do.
once.
Normally I don't do this.
Not twice.
No, I get it. Multiple.
Not even thrice. Multiple.
No,
okay.
I get
I feel
multiple.
like you are not understanding it.
No, I am understanding. I'm just saying I'm going to give you this book. It is for a upcoming have you ever heard of Tony Robbins?
I think the name's familiar. I think I've seen him in one movie or two.
He's got a conference. Shallow Hal?
Yeah, that is it.
He's got a conference coming up.
Okay.
Where what he does is he speaks to people, and then at the end you run across fire. I think that's what you need.
Is there a door before the fire?
there isn't, but maybe we can get one. And
Is there a fire, like, when I run through fire to get to the door?
Yes, we could do that too. We could and have somebody be on the other one and go ding dong, and then you run through the fire, and then when you get there, someone will be there.
Oh,
that's right.
Oh, I think
that's what you need.
I think I need to check this out.
I was going to say either that or a baseball bat upside the head.
Well, he's a child. I don't want to hit him.
No, you.
Oh.
Yeah. I know my methods are crazy, but you're an idiot.
That's a fair point.
I just want to know where they got the 30,000 figure.
I don't know. He just kind of pulled it out of his... I think that's one of the things with the lawsuits is that people will exaggerate the dollar amounts for things in an attempt to, like, well, let's just say it cost me $30,000, but realistically I'm out $500.
But he's not out. What are you, just from somebody?
I know, but I'm
ringing his doorbell.
But I'm saying, like,
that doorbell is $10,000 a ring. I knew it was expensive when I got it.
Look, okay, what happens is when you push the button, it doesn't just go to machine that chimes. It actually goes down to the basements.
Right.
All right, and I have an entire symphony down there. And they get played...
The light will flash.
Yeah, and they know to play Ode to Joy.
I was just going to say Ode to Joy.
And when they play it, it's magical.
I bet.
But it costs me $1,000 every time they play.
Oh, man.
Yeah, not to mention living expenses of having them live in the house.
You gotta feed them.
I got so many bunk beds.
I bet.
Like, I have an account at
just
IKEA.
The timpani storage alone.
Oh, you couldn't even believe it.
I don't. I do believe it.
The woodwinds are unbearable.
I want to congratulate Alabama for staying off of our radar this week.
Yeah, this week. Although I didn't try hard to look up for anything. No, to be fair, I don't normally try that hard to look for Alabama news. I just go to a couple different sources, and I'm like, and it's like, hey, guess what?
Where are you, Alabama? Where are you, Florida? No Florida either.
No Florida. Well, to be fair, there's no Florida on the show this week, but there is definitely plenty of Florida in the news always.
Oh yeah.
We try not to do like depressing stories. Like if it's stupid and it makes you sad because it's stupid, that's one thing. But like terrible stories that involve like a murder or
a stupid murder.
Yeah, or like a child getting hurt.
Yeah, we don't like those.
I mean, there are because there was a story of a woman that left her child in the car for 40 minutes in Florida. It's bad enough just here in the Midwest when it's like 75 degrees. You'll still fucking cook in the car. She left the kid in there for 40 minutes, and when she came out, she was like all slurring and stuttering, and so something was
dehydrated.
Well, no, she was.
Oh,
not
she
the
was
kid.
drunk.
Yeah, but she left the car on with the air running, but it was on hot air.
Oh.
So she's like, yeah, I just went in for toilet paper. I don't know why the cops are stupid for arresting me. I left the air on. Like, ooh, but you know there's a different air you could use.
Yeah. Well, chances are she thought she had air conditioning and then didn't.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times if your air's not charged, it will just blow hot air.
Dear
Lord.
Kind of like Tony Robbins.
Just like Tony Robbins. All right. That's going to do it for this week.
No, it's not.
It's not. We're going to blow up the world because everyone's stupid.
Yeah, I like to. But there is a delightful ray of light.
Oh, good.
I mean, it's kind of sad the way it happened, but
Okay.
it's good in the way that it turned out.
Okay.
So you're familiar with the Make-A-Wish Foundation, yeah?
Yeah.
Typically, people with kids with terminal illnesses are kind of given like if there's one thing you could possibly do, the one thing you want to do more than anything in the world, what would you do?
Right.
And a lot of it is there's people that get to meet celebrities, or they get to go do fun things, or just special moments. Because, unfortunately, the child may not have that many more.
What would you like? To cure my cancer? Ooh, how would you like to meet Spider-Man? And the kid walks in, and he's wearing, like, a headset. He's clearly a PA agent.
Yeah.
Here you go. Get well.
Well, this girl used her Make-A-Wish to build homes with Habitat for Humanity.
Oh, well, that's nice.
Yeah, it was nice that she... Like, they built the frames for the house and playhouses for Habitat for Humanity. Her main wish was she wanted to go on a humanitarian trip to the Dominican Republic to build. Last summer, she went to the Dominican Republic to build medical clinics and playhouses, and she originally wanted to go on a trip to do that kind of thing again. Unfortunately, her condition said no, so she had to stay home, and she used that to build homes with Habitat for Humanity here in the States.
Well, that's nice.
Yeah, so I mean, if a 17-year-old girl who's dying can be a little bit nicer
right.
to everyone else and not think of herself, I think people should not sue their fucking neighbors for Ding Dong Ditch. It's a harmless fucking prank. It's annoying.
It's annoying.
But it's
right up there with like getting off the elevator and pushing all the buttons.
Yeah. Well, I mean, arguably that is actually worse because that is impeding someone from, I don't know, if they're on their way to a job interview or something like that. Even something like toilet papering someone's house.
Yeah.
That causes a mess. And that's a huge inconvenience to clean up. Ding Dong Ditch. That's the.
I mean,
if
anything, it's helping you exercise.
It's the most playful prank there is that I think you can do. Is that you after you run away from me?
Being playful. Ding dong.
Just a child is mildly cackling on the step. Oh, I should run.
I should be running.
Oh man, I played Ding Dong Cackle instead.
That's going to do it for this week on Stupid's Talking Stupid Bear. Where can they find us online?
You can find us individually at Patrick Newsom42.
That's me.
At Hungry as a Bear. That's me. You can follow the entire DVM production empire at the DVMPE. You can follow this podcast at Stupid's Tweeting, or you can look for us on Facebook by searching for Stupid's Talking Stupid.
Empire. And you can go on DVMPE.com and find all the stuff that we're doing, all the different podcasts. It's summer, so a lot of the TV shows are on hiatus, but we've got some original stuff for you to listen to, as well as back issues of Stupid Talking Stupid. If you're catching up on Arrow, you're catching up on Flash, you can listen to us do that as well. Like I said, that's going to do it for this week. For Stupid Talking Stupid, I am Patrick.
I'm Katy Perry.
And we'll talk to you later.